In Norwich, travel all the way up to Sunderland this weekend, trying to put the memories of Leeds games and Borough games behind them. Let's chat with Dom and let's see his views on both. Good evening, Dom. How are you?
Good evening to you. My face probably says a different picture to how I feel, but I was at the Middlesbrough game on Tuesday night under the floodlights, and before that, the Leeds game on Saturday. I'm a season ticket holder at Carrowroad for my sins, and the Leeds game we were 2-0 up at half time, and you think it's in the bag, don't you? But they say 2-0 is a difficult scoreline. And then I don't know what happened in the second half. We just gobsmacked with how we defended. And yeah, Leeds came back and Farker, he did one on us, as we are so used to him doing for us against Millwall and teams years ago. He turned it around and got 3 goals, and we lost. But we knew it would happen. We've got such a poor defence, the worst defence in the Championship, I think. And it's just so sad at Norwich at the moment. We're a yo-yo club, but the string is broken. So yeah. And then obviously we had Middlesbrough Tuesday night, which I was at as well. Weren't expecting much. I predicted the scoreline would be 2-1, and it was. And again, just I think we let a goal in, and our own fault. Our left back Giannoulis, a sloppy pass, and it seems we're in a bad place. But our manager Wagner, our fans are calling for his head, but I don't know if that will do
Yeah,
anything.
I was gonna ask about that because if you go back to the Leeds game, I've read a lot that the fans weren't happy with the substitutions, and that when it was 2-2,
Mm.
game management you should expect managers to do at that point was pretty poor. Do you subscribe to that view, or did you just come across a Leeds team that were just up for it more than you were? I mean, they're a good side, Leeds, aren't they?
Yeah. Leeds are a good side, but when you're 2-0 up, I think you'd take 2-0 over 0-0 at half time, and you'd expect to, you know, keep that lead. And it's definitely game management. Wagner he's famous for having long runs of defeats, and he's just his subs. I mean, we've got no impact subs whatsoever. Our strike forces, Adam Ida and Hwang from Korea, and they're atrocious, both of them, terrible players. We've got Ashley Barnes, and Josh Sargent are injured long term. Angus Gunn is injured as well, our goalkeeper. But it's not even about injuries. I think we as a team we should be doing a lot better. We've got some great players like Sarah and Rowe scored against Middlesbrough late on, but the scoreline didn't reflect the actual performance. And if you're letting in goals as simply as what our left back, who is a Greek international, is doing, then and we for the second goal, our defenders just backed off completely. We let their player get the ball, and it just seems there's either a confidence issue or the players have lost all respect for the manager. So um, our sporting director Stuart Webber, he's left the club in a terrible position. He's been there nearly 6 years now. People talk about his training facilities, but you need the players to be in those training facilities, and we've not we're not getting the players trained to the standard that uh, our training facilities are. I think we're one of the only grounds or training grounds that have is it Class A or Class One? I forget what they call it now, but one of the better training facilities. And we're not producing enough. So as for Sunderland, I'm fearful. I think we'll get beat again. I predict 3-1 to Sunderland. So not ideal at all. And then we've got, I think, Cardiff and Blackburn up after that. So just not a good place.
Going back to the defence there, I mean, first of all, a great goal by Rowe. I mean, the way that was taken and slotted in was just a thing of beauty, wasn't it? Shame it wasn't the winning goal, but I feel a lot about Gibson and fans don't want Gibson in this side. Who does he get replaced with? Is it I don't know, does Danny Bath get a game? What's your view on Gibson?
Well, Gibson was bought for 8 million. He was bought for the Premier League. He's not even Championship standard. He gets paid 40,000 a year, and there are many fans that doubt his ability in the Championship. You know, he was bought to help Norwich stay in the Premier League. That failed massively, and he makes so many errors. He's too slow. I mean, he's known as the oil tanker at Carrowroad. He's so slow, and he's paired with Duffy, who's equally as slow. We've got Bath, as you mentioned. I believe he was Sunderland's Player of the Year, if I'm not wrong in saying that. So why has he not played? Is only Wagner can answer that. We've also got a young player, Jack Warner, I think his name is, played against Fulham in the cup, and he looked really good. So why not blood the youngsters and give the the two of Duffy and Gibson a break?
You before we bring back in, you mentioned this is the end of the yo-yo spell for Norwich. I mean, you're not going to go down. That's pretty clear, isn't it? But are you looking at that gap already? Dare we say the I word in Ipswich? Are you looking at the gap between yourselves and those two places now, and fearing that this is now just going to be a team which is going for mid-table mediocrity, and that's the best you can hope for?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a friendly rivalry with the boys down the road. My local baker's an Ipswich fan, and whenever I go in for my food, he ribs me there. But yeah, the gap. I mean, they've been 20 years they've had in the Championship and League One. They had the same manager as we did, Paul Lambert. He did good things for us, but he couldn't get them promoted. So yeah, I do fear that the change of the guard, let's say, and the blue and whites are gonna. We've got them actually just before Christmas, so it could be a very sad Christmas for us in yellow and green. It's been 14 years since they beat us, and yeah, I fear now this is the time that they're going to do one over on us, or twice. I mean, they look like favourites to go up. I think Leeds might catch them, and it would be Leicester and Leeds that go up as automatics, and then Ipswich will be in the playoffs. And I hope someone keeps them down.
Okay, both teams are coming into this squad with the back of 3 losses. Jack, happy memories of Norwich?
Well, I went to Norwich in March when we beat them 1-0. That was a fun away day. We never tend to beat them at home though, which is becoming a bit of a problem. We never ever beat them at home, but at Carrowroad we've got a good record. Beat them the season we sent them down from the Premier League in about April, I think it was, and that pretty much put their final nail in the coffin. So on the whole, yes, but they were playing the minute, and obviously we're at home, so not really.
Okay. That's the predictions for this game. Then, Dominic, you've gone with a 3-1. Did I hear that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think 3-1 to Sunderland. We can't defend, so any shot you have on target, it will go in. We've got George Long in goal. He's not great. Ex Millwall, I think Millwall were pleased to get rid of him. So yeah, we've just all you got to do is go around us as centre backs and you'll score.
Jack, prediction then. You've heard it. Even your opponent is predicting you to win, but they haven't seen Sunderland play at home, have they? You're much better away from home, or have been up to this point anyway.
Yeah, don't tend to be very good at home. I think every time I've been in this podcast, I've predicted us to win, and every time we've lost. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm gonna say a conservative 1-1 draw between two struggling teams.
I'll take that.
Right. Thank you, fellas. Enjoy the game. I'm sure we will, and appreciate you coming on. We'll catch up with you both next week.
Lovely.
Thank you both.
Bye bye.